if you're watching this, you're probably starting out a project that's kind of like this one. And this is all about getting started using the AI image generation tools in Adobe Express. So here we go, over to Adobe Express. If your homepage on Adobe Express doesn't look like this, it's because you have a different kind of account than I do, and that's fine. So here's how you can start working with AI image generation without clicking on this. We're going to go hit the plus. We're going to go hit quick actions. And we're going over to generate image right here. All right. So I can tell right now it wants to make a square image, and we'll do something with that. But the first thing I need is some prompt terms, some words that the AI will use to come up with an image from scratch. Actually, the AI is going to be looking at a large library of images that Adobe has, and it's going to utilize portions of those images to make the custom new thing that I want to come up with. So I'm looking for, from you guys, I'm looking for some prompt terms. Who has an idea of something I should put in my prompt? Ocean, okay. That's good. What else we got? Anything you can think of as a prompt term, I'll try to incorporate. Okay, what kind of animal? I just need an animal. A stingray, okay. I need an action, like a verb. Like something somebody would do. Anybody. Jumping? Leaping? Okay, jump. Okay. Anything else like adjective or description or anything? Purple, okay. Purple and blue. Okay. I'm going to put in glowing also. I think that would be cool. Anybody else got something they want to see? What?
No, I was saying, you want to see Steve? No. A tutu.
A tutu? Okay. We'll see if we can incorporate that. All right, so I'm gonna string all those together. Stingray, jumping, ocean, wave, purple, blue, glowing, and tutu. Okay. I'm not going to use a reference image right now, but I might do a separate video that uses that. What I do want to do is create a content type. So I think for this one, I'm going to create an art. And I think I need to make a style also, which is something that you'll most likely do. So I'm going to go see if, instead of using popular, I think I'll use themes. Or I might use techniques and get something that is... You could do a pixel art project. That's interesting. Yeah, let's do something that looks like concept art. And I'm going to say I want it to be a little bit synthwave. Yeah. Maybe a little... No, I don't want to do cyberpunk because I want it to look pretty natural, though. So let's hit fantasy. I think I'm ready to do something, so I'm going to go hit at the bottom. Generate. And now the servers up at Adobe are starting to come up with some stuff. They're putting some ideas together, putting some elements of some different images into one. Okay, so I've got a few things that I can deal with right now. So it really incorporated the tutu idea into all of these. I got 4 options I can play around with. It used the colors that I put in. I think it used most everything that we came up with. There's some interesting things flying in the sky in that. I think that this stingray just kind of has like a tutu texture to it. And this one is more like a person that's jumping that is in the shape of a stingray. So is there one you think I should go continue with? I could continue with any of these four. I'm going to try this one, and we'll continue on with this and see what happens. Very first thing I'm going to work on is I'd like to make this a different format of image, and I'd like to have some more of this same stuff going on the sides of this one. I'm going to let the AI take care of that for me. I'm going to go hit resize, and I think I'd like to make this into a widescreen project, so it's 1920 by 1080 because Mr. Buck loves that. So I'm going to go hit resize, and right now you can see in the colorful animated areas, the AI is thinking about what should go in those places to continue the rest of the image out there. And I've got a couple of options here. So first one, it looks a little bit like it just kind of phoned it in right there. It's like, I'm just going to continue that across. So I don't want to use that. Let's go check out this one. Yeah, this is a little better. This one has a lot of more interesting floaty things in there. Anybody have a preference between these two? I like what's going on over here, so I think I'm going to use this one. What do you guys think? Coolio. Okay, so I'm going to go hit keep. And I think I'm going to keep working on some different parts of this. So I'm going to have it selected, and I'm going to utilize some of these tools up here. I'd like to change what some of the things are in the sky, or maybe I might put some more in there. What do you think those things are? Anybody have an opinion what those floaty things are? Because I might change them into something else. More floating ballerina stingrays. Okay, I think we're going to try that actually. So I'm going to go to Insert Object, and this is going to let me highlight an area with my brush and choose what the AI is going to create there. So here goes. I'm going to hit flying stingray, Ballerinas. Does that sound right? Flying stingray ballerinas. Okay, and I'm gonna just. Oh wow. Okay, I'm just gonna go highlight those things that are up there, and we'll see if it can make some more of these things that I've made already. So let's go hit this. See what's going to happen right there. And so it definitely came up with some things, and they're kind of weird looking, huh? So in a couple of these, it just didn't put anything in there. But in this one, it did make some stuff. So I'm actually going to hit discard. I'm going to hit, let's see what happens if I hit discard. I'm going to try making a little bit bigger areas of selection to see if it comes up with something else. Floating. Tutu. Make sure tutu is in there. And I think what I'm going to do is just make a bigger area of selection on those things and see if it has a little more freedom to do what it's trying to do. And then we'll go hit this again and see what it comes up with. Yay! This is not what I thought I'd be doing with this project. But oh yeah, that's exactly what I had in my brain. Oh wow, this is much better. Preference between these ones. Anybody have a preference? I don't like, these ones look like they're just going off in space. This one looks like they're kind of dancing together. First one, okay. Okay, let's go with this. I think that's pretty cool. They're more like starfish, yeah, but I think it's pretty cool either way. if you come up with something that you think you're going to want to present in your website, I would 100% definitely do this thing. Name your project. Name your project so that you can go find it in your stuff later.